Kidding me? Man. All right. Wait till I get confirmation that we are. Oh, there we are. Oh, wait. I'm in like some glitch area. Oh, there we are. All right, we live. Let me just check the audio real quick. Yep, we good. Now I'm in a part of town. I've been here before for live streams. I've been coming here to the street market ever since the first time I ever visited Istanbul over 4 years ago. And this is a local street market. So if you're not into quality, like you don't care about quality, you want the cheapest possible price on things, and you want to go where the locals actually shop once a week, this place is here every Friday. It's Findikzadi. It's a section of Fatih, okay? And the tram stop is right here. So it's so easy. Like you just get on the tram, go into the Findikzadi stop, get off, walk over here. And it's rather large. It's not the largest one. The largest one is actually that away, but that one is only on Wednesdays. This one's only on Fridays. So if you watch my channel in the past, you've seen this place before. It's a local place. So they're gonna have fruits and vegetables and stuff like that as well, about half of it. And the other half is going to be low-cost clothing. They have name-branded stuff as well. But if you're looking for that like $4 handbag, like a Chanel handbag for $4, they have that here, you know? If you want inexpensive t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, you can find some interesting pieces here. But it is extremely low quality and it's going to be the cheapest price. Just keep that in mind. That's why people come here. It's not a touristy trap. It's not a tourist area. Tourists don't come here. But if you want a local experience and you want to get an idea what it's like and what people do actually buy and where they shop, this is it. Like, this is the place to come. And you can find some interesting stuff. Like they have cheap colognes. I mean, obviously you don't want those. That's just water, basically. You don't want that stuff. But cheap bags, you know, who would you buy those for? If you have a elderly family member who doesn't really know about quality and stuff like that and doesn't care, great thing to buy for them. They'll love it. A little kid, a little girl, right? You don't want to get her a nice bag, but this is good. You get a bunch of different little bags for a little kid, and you don't have to worry about like the little tiny backpacks, stuff like that, and it's dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Tracksuits, hoodies, traditional clothing, all different stuff. So you have all that kind of stuff here. Cheap ass sneakers. Like if you want the cheap sneakers that they usually sell in the wholesale area, this is where they sell them at singly. So say all your stuff. Now, do a lot of these models you're gonna see here actually exist at retail? No, they don't. Because, you know, they're just throwing the brand logo on it. But if you want a Nike t-shirt and you want it for $3, this kind of place you have socks, stuff like that. You'll also find like brands you never heard of before, things like that. Scarves, pashminas. Right, let me get to my chat here. Why is my chat not popping out? 1 second. Let me get to my chat. I can't see my chat. All right, now I got my chat open. If anybody, you guys, 80 of you guys in here, thank you guys. I know it's off time for a lot of people. It's a weird time, a lot of you have to work and it's a Friday. But this market's only on a Friday and it closes like I think at 6. So I'm not coming here late. I always usually try to come here between 11 and 2 p.m., which is the ideal time. It's 2:30 right now, but I figured I'd come here now, let you guys see. Like I said, the other one, the biggest one is on Wednesday here in Fatih. It's much bigger than this. And has the best prices as well. Better than here. And a lot of these vendors go there on Wednesday as well. So you get like these cheap sneakers. Prices have gone up though. Like everything else in the world, things have gone up. Things here are more expensive than they used to be 4 years ago. Has the quality gotten better? No, but the world's gotten more expensive. You want like a real cheap watch? They got. Now technically this is a neighborhood. The street that I'm walking on is actually a regular normal road. But on Friday it's closed down and it becomes a street market. And these guys with the basket right here for locals. Local women, they come shopping, they load up their fruits and vegetables, all that stuff. They hire one of these guys to take their stuff, to either walk around with them or to carry it back to wherever they live local. And in the other one, the Fatih Street Market on Wednesday, that one is the same deal. It's behind the Fatih Mosque, and it's a normal, traditional neighborhood. And you'll see like little kids working the markets who run around the neighborhood, and people drop a bucket from the upper floors with money and a shopping list. We'll go this way. The money and the shopping list. And they go, they fill the list, and then the person pays them, you know, with either like the change or something. If you want sweatpants, yoga pants. And listen, this stuff can last you. Like I said, you can get some really rare finds sometimes. Like, what would I come here for? What have I bought from these kind of places in the past? Well, if you're living here or you're traveling around and you need a cheap hoodie or a cheap t-shirt, it's a great place to come. Or a cheap jacket. They have Gap, right? Like when I was in India, they had a lot of Gap. Everywhere else in the world, you don't see a lot of Gap. Sometimes in Asia, you see some Gap stuff. But you won't see like Gap in high quality anywhere. Because you just buy Gap. Like real Gap. But these are actually pretty nice. Yeah, so you buy some cheap stuff, you know? But the thing is, sometimes you'll find something, and believe it or not, you really like it. And the material is good, and it holds up for years, and you just keep it. Like you might buy 10 items, and there's one item that you have 3 years later, like, man, I bought this for $2 or $2.50. I got this hoodie for $2.50 and it's still going strong. Those are the ones that you tell people like, you know, I bought this 3 years ago for $2.50. And people are like, what? Where? Like in Istanbul at a street market.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back.
How you doing, my friend? I bought pants for my wife here. And then my wife bought stuff at a different time.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
It's a little cold though, for me anyway. Today's warmer. It's a little cold.
Not cold.
It's warmer today, it's 18.
Weather is good.
But it's windier. So here they have BDG pants. And
Baggy style. There's
yeah,
a baggy style.
it's like a baggy style, denim and stuff.
Fashion
So.
now all over the world and Turkey.
And Turkey. Thank you, my friend. Take care. I'm going to walk around. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Now the thing is, like those pants, they're actually really good quality, so they're not cheap. That's like one of the things. Like they sell those, but they're not that cheap. But if you're into that style and you like that quality, then you're gonna have to pay the money. And they haggle very little, so just so you know. Not everything here you're gonna get for nothing. They got Mavi, but they have a real Mavi store here. Mavi's pretty cheap here. You know, it's a Turkish brand, so you can buy the real Mavi. And then the question is that real Mavi? Like, did it fall out of the factory? How things are out there? Is it better shop by yourself or in a group? It doesn't really matter if you shop by yourself or in a group. If you're shopping in a group, you could pool your money together and make your purchase as a whole group and get some leverage that way. Like in a mid-level or a high-level place, that could be an advantage. But you have to be slick with it, you know, like you have to have a game plan amongst all of you. So like I'll use an example. Let's just say there was 4 women, and 4 women were gonna go bag shopping, and they all decided like, listen, what's the max you're spending? What's the max you're spending? All right, and these are the bags we're looking for. And then one person has to be like the ringleader, you know, the negotiator, and has to manage everything. And then you work the bag thing as a whole deal, you know. But you have to remember, like when you're buying a large order, you want them to itemize how much every single item was. Even if you're buying by yourself, let's just say you're buying 10 items. You want to know what each item was, because there are items that are way more expensive than other items by models and stuff like that. So You can do it as a group. You could work a bigger deal. Like to say between 4 people, you're spending $4,000, whereas if you by yourself, you're only spending $1,000. You're gonna have a better chance of getting a better deal on that 4K, and they don't want you to walk away. So yes, it's if you know how to manage it, you have to manage it. I left my sunglasses back in the hotel. I walk outside the hotel and I realized it. I said, screw it. I'll go to the street market. I'll just buy a pair of sunglasses. There's 100 Turkish lira, so about $3. And I just need something to wear for this live stream. And on the way home, back on the tram, so I'm trying to see what I could get that will you know, fulfill my needs for the next hour, say. What about the girl club one? Oh, I thought it was a club with girls, a strip club. It's a girls club. I was thinking gentlemen's club with girls, but that's just me. What about those big B ones? It's a little loud. It's a little crazy. Do they got any Joe Bidens? Do they have any Joe Bidens here? I should get like one of these like plain pears. Let me see. I should get like a plain pear and a wig. These are all effed up, but and walk around like that, like Clark Kent. And then I turn into Superman, and Bear's like, "Wait, we know you." I gotta find something. What about? These are slightly tinted. What do you guys think? They do have a UV on them.
100 yaptım, 100 şaka gibi. 100 lira kardeşim, 100.
Those don't look bad right there. Those right there. Oh, look, they got Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban. All right, let me see if I could get something here. My friend, can I see those right there? Those Ray-Bans?
Very nice.
They look great on you. Let me just put them on myself, and I'll take a look.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, they only need to last like an hour. Good enough. 100 Turkish lira, right?
200 bunlar. Nice, very nice.
Yeah, they look good on me. I left my other Ray-Bans actually in the hotel room.
Vita, just one.
Oh wow, thank you. I got a cloth and everything.
Where are you from?
New York.
New York.
New York.
Nice.
Take care, my friend. Gele gele. I gotta look at a bag and everything. Can't forget my phone. I'll leave my phone there. Somebody will be like, how much is the phone? How much is that Samsung? 100 Turkish lira. Who's the guy on the Samsung? Who are these people chatting? All right, good enough. They work. Done deal. Now, if you're a breakfast eater and you don't want to sit and have like a traditional breakfast, that's the best way to go every morning. They put molasses in those things, what gives them a sweetness taste. Oh, addicting. You eat it plain. 20 Turkish lira on the street, fresh in the morning. I mean, if you're not a bread eater, that's the only big problem. If you're a person that doesn't like bread, doesn't like bread. It's a little crowded in here. You know, when I first started live streaming, like maybe 2.5 years ago here, I could never live stream here. It was so difficult because they had very bad reception. It didn't matter what carrier it was, Voda, Turk Telecom, Turkcell. And the only way I was able to pull it off was through my crazy streaming setup I have. My IRL streaming setup. I mean, it costs a lot of money to overcome the situation here. And it's still not 100% in this area sometimes. Gap is big out here this year. This is the most Gap I've ever seen out in this market. Gap is making a comeback at the local level. Look. I do like Gap. I always did like Gap. Gap has that, if you guys are hip hoppers, more of that backpack feel with the Ralph Lauren, Polo, Gap, you know, Nordica. And so you're always going to have that, you know, kind of like the Kanye West college dropout day type thing as well. If that's your thing. Yeah, a lot. Gap's even big for the kids. Gap, very big this year. Gap. What's going on, my friend? That's shitty Crocs. And I got some cheap jackets. The Money Exchange. Oh, Stone Island. Now, if you want something cheap and inexpensive, I mean, listen. That one's pretty nice. That bluish one. It's not bad. Burberry. That's fabric. Listen, you can find some interesting finds. Now, the question is, like I said, when I start off this video, I made it very clear. If you're into quality, this ain't for you. If you're solely into budget shopping, like, listen, I want to get the cheapest stuff possible, this is the place. If you're a person that's like, hey, listen, I'm going to go to where I need to go to buy the high quality stuff, but I'd also like to see what a local market is really like. I want to experience what a local market is. I want to see the level of quality they sell. And they have these kind of things here, very cheap, 100 Turkish lira for a little wallet. I mean, it's different, you know? And so if that's the way you think, and you're not one of these people that lies to people like, oh, this is real, you know, then you're going to be like, if you got to be careful of these people. It's just it's a local thing. I mean, I don't bring my suitcase when I go shopping in my neighborhood in Albania, and nobody does. But I know in Asia there are people who go to the markets and they take their bags with them. Puma's big over in this area. Yeah, so you're going to get this type of stuff, you know. And socks, you need cheap socks, it's the place to come. The street markets for cheap socks, underwear for men. Ladies, I don't think you want cheap underwear, you know. But they have some interesting pieces, all original. You want some more traditional type things. Now, ladies, they do have underwear for you ladies here. I was just saying, you know. But they do have all that here. And it's many streets, like, you know. So we're going to go down. Actually, I'm going to go down this one. And then there's a whole section of like fruits and vegetables. So if you're living here, let's just say you come here for a month, 2 months, 3 months, Airbnb, you're cooking at home. This is one of the places you come and load up. So you go to like the Friday market and you go to the Wednesday market, right? And you buy your fruits and vegetables because they're the cheapest. And you're going to see the most abundance. They're the freshest. And there's also markets on other days in different areas of the city, but they're much smaller. But it'll be a lot cheaper than going to buy fruits and vegetables in the grocery store. And the stuff's not going to be as fresh in the grocery store, you know? And it's also part of the experience. Like if you're a foreigner and you come here and you want to get more of the local experience, these are the things you're going to do. Trust me, as a foreigner, you can't go to the Grand Bazaar every day. You can't go to the markets every day. You can't go, like, if you live anywhere near Istanbul Street, if you're here as a foreigner, you can't go to Istanbul Street every day. You'll start avoiding it like a plague. I like that Nike one with the red. Not bad. I mean, not good quality, but like a different look, you know? Let me see if there's any comments here. It's hard to read comments to so many people here. Listen, it's more crowded here than the Grand Bazaar. There's more people shopping. There's more people actually shopping here, spending money, than you'll ever see in the Grand Bazaar, ever in the Grand Bazaar. Now, granted, they're spending $1 here, $3 there, $5 there, maybe 10 somewhere. And people in the Grand Bazaar are spending $500, $1,000. But as far as like people in a place, occupying space and actually spending money, you'll never see this many people in the Grand Bazaar actually spending money. The majority of the Grand Bazaar is probably like 90% tourists, 10% buyers, customers. And people will say, oh, because it's so expensive, and that's actually not the truth. I know people, oh, it's so expensive. No, it's so expensive for you because that quality is not for you. Like I said, Grand Bazaar starts at mid-level and up. So you want cheap, you have to go lower quality, you have to go outside. You want cheap, come here. You know what I mean? What happened? He's trying to pick on somebody. How much you get for the Columbia pants? How much are these?
400.
400 Turkish lira, huh?
Yeah.
So 12 bucks, that's 12 bucks. That's those right there. Same ones. Not bad, not bad. As long as the stitching is good, they're not bad at all. Only thing is like you have to stop and really check out the stitching sometimes. wonder how you have to dry clean this, I guess, right? You have to dry clean this, right? You wouldn't be able to wash this. You have to dry clean it, right?
This sweat kumaş, sweat material.
Yeah.
Sweat, very nice.
Yeah. It's got a nice feel, yeah. It's very nice. Zara. Nike, Lacoste. This type of material sucks though. That's the kind of material that sheds on you. I talk about this all the time. When you buy the cheap stuff, however, especially the sweatshirts, it's that type of shit that, like, if you're wearing a white shirt and the sweatshirt is black, your white shirt comes out black. In your washing machine, if the sweatshirt's red and you wash it, you got to wash it by itself because it'll be red, like pillies all over the place, you know? There's a lot of this also too here in the street markets where they just dump everything on a table and you have to do the work. It'd be a great price, but you have to do all the work and you have to pick through. You got to find the size, you got to find what you like, find the size you need, and hopefully it's not stained or anything like that. Some no-name sneakers, shoes, no-name sweatshirts, $250. So 100 Turkish lira is basically $3. So these are $3 bags. You get a Nike crossbody. Listen, it's 100 Turkish lira. It's $3. You know, I mean, ideally a dollar would be fantastic. You know, but it is what it is. Where can you get this type of stuff? I mean, it's all plastic. You know. But this type of low quality stuff like this is 120 Turkish lira, and it's a cat. 100 Turkish lira for a cat. I got 4 already.
It doesn't hurt to get 5.
You can get them for free where I live. So yeah, if you want something cheap, you know, especially like something like this, like you come to the markets, right? And let's just say you're traveling, you have a backpack, and you don't want to take your backpack everywhere, right? Buying something like this at a street market comes in handy when you're traveling around. Like, you know, like I didn't bring my normal man bag that I use every day when I'm home. And it does travel with me sometimes, but this time I decided not to bring it with me. And I do miss having that man bag because it allows me just to shove all my stuff in it. You know, my earbuds, tissues, pen, piece of paper. You know, if I need to write anything down, I got a pocket in the back. I can stick a weapon in it. You know, this way if it happens, it's in between. Oh man, like I love that thing, bro. Like that's the shit to have. But I didn't bring it with me this time, so I feel a little naked without it. Ladies, this ain't bad, ladies. And they got some good options. And hats, winter hats. You come here, it's very windy, and it gets cold very fast. So, like, they have winter hats, gloves, scarves. Look at this. Look at those scarves. Tons of options. And cheap, inexpensive. Well, you'll pay more for this in the other markets. So this is why you come to a local street market. And, like, for locals, they're going to have houseware goods. Like if you come here for like say a month, 3 months, whatever, and you have an Airbnb, this is where you're gonna come also to get some houseware stuff. You can buy pot and pan here, all different stuff. 150 Turkish lira. We got long sleeve, Lacoste Golf. We have this. It's, you know, Imani, Levi. So you could pull off a regular basic Levi like that. Like why not? It's Levi. You know what I mean? It's a Levi. It's a Levi T-shirt. When Levi's is a jean company. So you can pull that off. Nobody's going to be like, oh, that's not high quality. Nobody's even think about that. And if they're thinking about that, they got other issues in their life. I get some Barbie slippers. And it's just so big. It's tremendous. We'll go this way. Alright, I'm going to try to find a second where I can read some of these things without tripping on anybody here. Because they got a bunch of people messaging me here. Kids' clothes. So you can find some rare pieces like this where that looks pretty good. To the naked eye from here, it looks pretty good. You know what I mean? Like Casablanca. Not everything here is super like, oh, that's cheap. You know what I mean? Like there are some things where you're gonna be like, let's figure this out. Now, here, if there's a price like this here, it's a fixed price, no negotiation, fixed. Now, if you're buying 3, that's a different story. If you're buying 3, then you can negotiate. But if it's a fixed price, that's for 1 or 2 each. So like 50 and 50, 100. hey, there's another cat for sale. And then if it's a fixed price and you buy 3, then like in Asia, they'll have a fixed price that's for 1 and fixed price for 3 or more, you know.
Flaxseed oil, black seed oil.
No, thank you. I do not need any black seed oil right now, or flaxseed oil. Did you say flax or blacks? Sorry, a little racist. So since it's first time me seeing any of that stuff here, I'll be honest with you, I always wished that they would have had the polo, like teddy bear and stuff like that in the polos. You know, the real hip hop type of stuff. I've never come across anything in reasonable quality or in style. Like, this is the closest I've come to a sweater. You know, because these are the kind of things that some people really, really want. You know who pulls off cheap, low cost or low quality clothing? Women pull it off better than men. A woman can take anything and make it look good if she knows how to wear something. Men can't pull off cheap clothing. You know, I don't know what it is. Anybody ever noticed that? That's just a random thought from my head. Oh, got some Turkish people going to Harvard. Oh shit! All right, let me take a second here. Good to see you back. Yep, I don't know if he's out there, but yep. Thanks for the information. Are there any Ray-Bans in that pile of sunglasses? These are as close as I can get to Ray-Bans. For 100 Turkish lira, I'll take it. It's fine. I prefer my Chinese sunglasses if I'm ever gonna buy fake sunglasses. The Chinese shit's way better. Is there a noticeable difference between Vietnamese Nike and Adidas and Chinese? Yes. The Chinese are way ahead at every quality level. They're way ahead. Way ahead. But you got to remember, they did it first before Vietnam for Nike, right? So China was the producer for Nike, and then Nike moved to Vietnam because they want cheaper labor, cheaper than China. So with that comes less quality. Even the real Nikes these days from Vietnam are pretty bad. Go to the Nike store; they're pretty terrible. And when you go to Vietnam, you'll realize, like, go to the mall and then go to the markets and then look at the sneakers, and you'll be like, why in the world would I spend 140 when I could spend 25 at a market when the shoes have the same issues? So it's very interesting. The Chinese stuff is way better, way better. It's not even close. And that's why another problem here is when it comes to like the mid-grade shoes here, they're bringing now, anybody that was bringing from China before, the mid-grade, is now bringing Vietnamese. And because it's cheaper. So it allows them to sell at 60. Before they were selling at 100 because they had the Chinese ones. And that's mid-level. High quality, they don't bring any high quality Vietnamese here. They bring all the high quality Chinese here, because there is a noticeable difference. And the Vietnamese shit, a lot of the colors way is off. Like the tint of the colors are off. It's rather noticeable. And poor workmanship, poor quality. Shout out to the Vietnamese. It was a good country. It wasn't my favorite, but like, it's a good place. But when it comes to sneakers, man, oh hell no. How much for the Stone Island jackets? Well, there ain't no price, so that means you're gonna have to haggle. So they're gonna hit you with a little something disrespectful at a street market, and they're gonna see that you're a foreigner, and they're gonna give you the foreigner price. That I could tell you. We got some clothes down this way. Hello. I'll go this way first and then back down, because we have fruits and vegetables on this side and then clothes on this side. They're gonna hit you, since this is a local market and I'm a tourist. I stick out like a sore thumb here. They're gonna hit you with the tourist price. So you're gonna have to, is that yours? The stitching's a little off though, but they're gonna hit you with the tourist price, and then you're gonna have to haggle down. You're gonna have in your mind, like, if they give it to me for this price, I'll get it. But yeah, that's the one thing I always realized when I used to shop here when I was living here originally, was that I was always getting hit with oh, he's a foreigner, you know, like, and I used to say this on my old channel. Like, I used to say this, like, when I was shopping these places, I used to hate that I know I was getting hit with a tourist price. Because there's no, and I would stop trying to shop at places that had no prices out. because I know that I was getting hit with some stupid price, and then they try to like not want to haggle with you, and it's like, well, just give me a fair price, you know? Lacoste, Polo. Like, you know what? You could pull this off without a doubt. Like this one right here, you can pull that off, the gray one. Yeah, not that I wouldn't get the black. I wouldn't get the black. This red one's not. This one's pretty nice. Now, you could, honestly, if you really love this shit, and let's just say you had like some brothers, or you're a guy and you had some sons that were old enough to wear this stuff size-wise, and you were a little crafty, and like you're like, listen, I don't want high quality, but I gotta buy for my kids, I gotta buy for my siblings, whatever it may be. There's a crafty way to do this. If you're really looking cheap, and if you're looking for low quality and cheap like this, you can go to the wholesale area, and you have to buy in a 5-pack though. So you have to buy, it's a 5-pack, basically either a mixed, it'll be the same shirt. It'll be the same shirt, but just like you get either these in mixed sizes, or you can get mixed colors in a pack of 5, and mixed sizes like small, medium, large, extra large, and I got mixed like that, you know, and you buy a pack of 5 and it's like dirt cheap, you know? But you're not gonna do that for yourself. You have to be crafty with it, like I said. You have to have a reason to pull that off, you know? A lot of stuff like this, just comfort pants, chilling, you know, like, I'm not gonna wear this outside the house, I'm just gonna wear it at home, it's gonna be cold, you know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff you can get here. All right, I'm gonna stand right here for a second. I'll do it like this. Do I have Super Chat turned on? No. I do not monetize any longer through YouTube. No monetization through YouTube. Buy Me a Coffee is the way you can support the channel, is through Buy Me a Coffee. Or I'm going to be opening a Patreon, that's going to be the other way. I try to keep any of that kind of stuff way outside of YouTube. They use everything as a threat against you on YouTube with demonetization. It's ridiculous. So it's better not to have monetization at all and do other stuff. What market is this? This is the Findik Zadi Friday Street Market here in Findik Zadi, which is a section of Fatih, which, like the Grand Bazaar is in Fatih, right? Sultanahmet is in Fatih. So the tram line by the Grand Bazaar, or Sultanahmet, that tram line comes here. It comes straight here. You just get off at the Findik Zadi stop and you walk across the street. It's right there. You see it from the train, from the tram. And then you just take the tram back. And the tram goes all the way around. It takes it around to the Bosphorus. So like if you're on the other side, take the tram at the Galata Bridge. So you walk down Istanbul Street, get the tram at Galata Bridge, which is a nice walk, and then get on the tram and you can come all the way here. There's a way to then take, if you want, if you're crafty and if you're willing to, you know, pay attention, you can get over to the subway, take the subway back to Tassel Square if you're staying in that area. First time I'm seeing this here out in the street markets. It's not bad for a little kid. So if you notice, no prices. So if I ask, I'm going to get hit with that tourist price. I have no interest in that stuff, so I don't want to bother the guy. But just understand, this is a local market. You're going to get hit with that. There's some tourists right here. And you just have to really, you know, pay attention that when they don't have a price, that you're going to have to haggle. That's number one. So remember, it's inappropriate to really haggle when it's fixed price, unless you're buying more than 3 or more. 3 or more, you can haggle. Oh, they got some very hot peppers here. Those little ones right there. See, I love that shit when I was here. They used to get hot peppers from all over the place. So, fixed price, it's going to be priced to 1. They never have a sign for 3 or more, but if you're buying 3 or more, then you negotiate that down. Even though they have the fixed sign, you negotiate. They should give you a deal. If they don't, then I'd be like, I don't know about that. That's not really right, you know? So no price, you have to haggle. And if you're a tourist and you're in a local market, obviously you're going to be quoted a lot more. So this 400. All right, let's go back. It's all fruit and vegetables, so we have to go back this way now. 26 you guys hanging out with me. Thank you guys. Yeah, I know it's a Friday and it's the middle of the day for most of you, or really early for some of you. And I feel I'll just throw this on. Today it's a little warmer but windier today. I can't win. Now, there is a market. There's other markets. There's a market on Tuesday that's also on Friday in Asia, which in nowhere compares to this one. Majority of the market is, half of it is definitely food, then like 10-15% of it is like a flea market, old, like used old stuff, like you could tell like somebody's cleaning out the garage type of shit, a garage sale. But like then the other, 30-35% or so is mostly branded fakes, and same deal, same quality as here, but sometimes over there I've always found some rare things I've never seen. Or like I'll pick yoga pants for a prime example. I've never seen, prior to maybe now, I've never seen for my wife, right? Gymshark yoga pants. It's the only place I've ever seen them was at that market. There's a guy who has them in Istanbul. He does wholesale and stuff. He's the only one that has them, and he's only at that market. He doesn't come over here. So that market is on Tuesdays and Fridays. It's about a half-hour walk from the ferry station. You could take a taxi, but the taxis are pretty shitty over there. I'm going to tell you 100%. I would avoid everything possible not taking a taxi over there. Walk. They are pretty shitty. I'm dead set against the taxis here. They are terrible. They are the most scammiest of anybody in Istanbul. I would say restaurants, a lot of restaurants are bad. Taxis by far the worst. They take the cake. They scam more people every day than anybody else. They are terrible. I can't say a good word for them. I would never use a regular taxi ever again. Go through the Uber app. This way you have the app, because they don't want to get kicked off of Uber, Let's go down this way. You can even get fresh fish. Let's see. Chris Dixon says, I'm heading to Istanbul in 3 weeks. Market looks good. If you want a local feel and you want low quality items because you're shopping because of cost, like you just want the cheapest, then yes, it's a great place to come. You might find some rare things like I showed, that you might be like, you know what, this is worth it. I don't care. I don't care the quality, but I think this is worth it. Look at this. Oh, it's okay. How much you get for these? 350.
Yes.
350 Turkish lira too? Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Very nice. That's de facto. Oh, that's de facto.
Yes.
So these are only 350, huh? What's the material inside? It's very interesting. Where are we here? I might have to come back. I don't want to carry her right now with me because I'm.
Yes, unisex.
No, I buy it for my wife, but not for me. For my wife. But I'm from New York. What's the sizes do you have? What size? Yeah. What's do you have 2XL? 2XL.
Zaten oversized.
My wife likes it oversized. Yeah. As my wife sent me a photo of a hoodie, right?
Medium ama böyle.
Oh yeah, that's big. Yeah, that's big.
Medium, L, XL yani medium.
What size is this one?
Medium.
That's medium?
Medium.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's medium.
Medium oversized.
Oh, yeah, it's medium. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And it's 350? 350.
Yeah.
All right, let me just take a look. And this is good. And how much is this one?
What?
That one.
What size? Yeah.
Oh, well, how much?
Aynı.
50?
50.
Oh, same price.
Polish.
Yeah, I'm not sure she'd wear this. All right, I'll take this one. I'll take that one.
Size?
That one you showed me. I guess. Let me see. Hold on.
Medium.
Let me see it again.
Medium.
She wants it as big as baggy as possible. No, I think this is good enough.
Medium.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Medium.
Yeah. Yeah, she sent me a photo of a Balenciaga hoodie she was looking for. And she says, if you find it and it's not too crazy price or whatever, I want it or whatever. And I said, what size? And I said, because to get that in high quality, it's going to be like minimum 100 and more, right? And she's like 2XL. I was like, what? I said, 2XL? I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, yeah, because she feels that they run small here. And she's like, I want it oversized. Thank you very much. And she wants it oversized. So she doesn't want it like, she wants it baggy as anything. And I'm just like, all right. And I was like, okay. Hold on, guys. Anybody want some cauliflower? This is real. This is real cauliflower. It's not fake cauliflower that's made here in Turkey. Somebody in the bazaar would say this is master copy cauliflower. I hate that word, master copy. Better watch out for these poles. Now I gotta hold this bag in my chat phone hand, otherwise it weighs down my camera hand. You can get fish here. I mean, I'm trying to avoid these poles. Sometimes you gotta be careful out here too, because it gets very windy in Istanbul. And I'm gonna tell you guys, these poles sometimes do come flying down. You gotta be very careful. Also, we got. So you want something, for a kid, good place to get a cheap gift. They got some nice. I bought a bunch of winter hats yesterday, thinner ones that I could wear where I live. I didn't go for the big. I bought one thick one, a Montclair one. But I have a Canada Goose one like that, but like a legit Canada Goose one. And when I wear my Montclair, I don't want to wear a Canada Goose one. So I'd rather wear like a Nike one or a New York Yankee one. I'd wear a New York Mets one if they had it, but the world knows the New York Yankees, so it is what it is. I just like to rep New York. But where I live, it doesn't get, it's not super cold very long. So I went for something a little thinner, and I found some thin ones. And these are the sneakers that you find in the wholesale area, that they sell in the wholesale area for $8 to $10, but you have to buy 8. So you have to come here, and it used to be these sneakers, honestly, 4 years ago. So these sneakers, honestly, 4 years ago were like $8 to $10 here. In the wholesale, they used to be like $3. And at the Wednesday market here, you used to be able to buy sneakers for $3.50. You could buy a pair of sneakers, Nikes, Adidas. It used to be that crazy here, but everything's gone up. More bags, more sneakers. But these sneakers suck. They're plastic. They hurt your feet, and they will start to rip within the first day of you wearing them. Listen. Two things are going to happen. Either they start to rip or your feet are going to start to bleed. Whatever comes first. And most likely it's going to happen in the first day. That's a guarantee. You can get rugs here. More clothes. This goes this way and then goes that way. So I'll go that way. I will go to Istanbul in the end of November. What's your advice of fake market shopping? Depends on what you're looking for. Really depends on what you're looking for. If you want super high quality, you have to go where that is, and that's very rare. If you want to budget shop and you're shopping solely on price, like you have a strict budget, you're shopping solely on price, and you have a max of what you want to spend on certain things, you're going to have to shop by what quality that's going to get you. So you don't waste your time, and what area you should go. So for the lower qualities, you have the most options, which means you have the most ability to haggle, but you're also not getting high quality, and items are not going to look like close to your retail original. And you're going to have to haggle a lot, but it's in your favor to haggle because there's so much competition. If you want high quality, then you have to throw price a little out the window, and you have to go to where those places are, and you're going to have to haggle also, but you're at a disadvantage because you have less options. So it's really about what you want, what you're trying to do. Let's see, what shops? Myrta is the textile wholesale area. It is wholesale. Now, definitely over the past year plus, they've started to sell singles as well. But please don't confuse it. Myrta is low quality, many degrees of low quality and low mid quality. There's not even mid quality in Myrta available to you. Don't confuse it. It's not, there is zero high quality there. High quality is so rare here that I just don't, I mean, listen, I don't expect anybody to understand how things work here. So if somebody tells you, oh, I go to Myrta, right, whoever you know buys cheap shit. That's all I can tell you. So if you want cheap shit, and there are places in Myrta that do sell singles, you don't have to buy wholesale. But, you know, you got to go there and you have to look around and you have to find what you like. And also, listen, it's low quality. And also Myrta, they do a lot of what are knockoffs. So these are copies, and knockoffs are like, if the brand is Montclair, they have Donclair. So they're selling Donclair jackets. You know what I mean? Like stupid stuff like that. Oh shit, we got music. I gotta get past here. This guy's jamming on a Friday afternoon. But yeah, you can go to Myrta if that's what you want. So if you like the cheap, low quality, and you want to get it as cheap as possible, go to Myrta. But you're gonna have to look around. You're gonna have to walk around. But if you want high quality stuff, no, it ain't gonna be there. You're wasting your time. It's extremely rare. Real early, 5 a.m. there. Will you visit VIP stores? Yeah, of course, but let's see. Can you go there by train, Myrta? Yeah, this tram goes right to Myrta. This same tram. Just take it to the end, basically. But just understand that, like with the tram, when you're going out that way, it's very crowded. So you have to really pick the times you're going to go to Myrta or just out anywhere on the tram. Because if you go at peak times, whew, I mean, you're going to be like a sardine and trying to pay attention, and you might be on the wrong side of the tram, and you know, it's like all this kind of stuff. So the tram, you know, that's the way you're going to get there. You don't want to take a taxi. You're going to have to take the tram. Just make sure you go at an off-peak time. Oh, you can get a set for $300. So we saw these elsewhere too, on the other side. So these are $350. So that's a little over 12. No, it's like what? $10.50? Yeah, $10.50. So that's $10.50 a shirt. Like I said, you get your non-branded. 100 Turkish lira. That's actually good for 100 Turkish lira. $3. I mean, I'm not saying it's good quality, but I mean, like, you're getting carpet on your shirt for $3. Burberry, Givenchy. That's 200. These are 100. These are 200. Now, where can you get a jumper, a thin jumper, for 200? That's $6. That's, you know, you want a thin jumper? $6. And $3 for a t-shirt. 300 for some pants. I'm not sure what you actually call these, but they're for the ladies, gentlemen. They're not for you. I'm trying to read chat and navigate. You can go there with train. Yeah, the Wednesday market is cheaper. That's the biggest here in Istanbul. It's even, it's much cheaper. And one of the things that they do at the Wednesday market, which is very interesting, they always did it, is that by like 12 o'clock in the morning, even the clothes places start marking their prices down. They start running deals in the afternoon because like they don't want to pack the shit up and take it back with them. You know, and I respect that because it's like, oh, I want to get rid of this stuff. Or if you're there and it starts raining, they start slashing the prices sometimes just to sell as much as they can. And that's like a good market, you know. 300, same, pretty much. I think it was 350 the other one. It's a little cheaper here. So it's $9 versus $10.50. Got a hill up here. I go this way. Your content is awesome. Thank you, my friend. I had a lot more followers on my old channel. Unfortunately, the brands got me, so I can't make content like I used to make content because that led the brands, you know. Unfortunately, so we got 250 Under Armour, Mavi. You got to pick through, find your size, find the one you like. I can't make content like I used to, like hang on brands. Like I used to go into shops and like go through items and show individual items and be like, hey, what do you think about this? And show this brand and blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately, that was, you know, too much apparently for some of the brands. They didn't like that. And it is what it is. So I have to be a little more informative and just share my knowledge as I walk around. And I also learned another thing. There's another thing I'm going to tell you guys. Unfortunately, through my kindness of walking around these markets and doing all this stuff, especially around the Grand Bazaar, not inside, but around the Grand Bazaar. It's getting windy here. All right, we're going to go this way. People have decided to take advantage of my viewers when my viewers decide to shop at some shops. This was not bad. Some of you guys have taken it upon yourselves to actually try to How much is this one right? How much is this one right here?
500 lira abi.
$15.
Alo.
$15? I mean, I gotta feel this. I don't need another coat, and it's not. But
Abla ben yatırdım.
it's not gonna keep you warm. Columbia, North Face. Yeah, if you didn't need to keep yourself warm, it would be all right. And some of you guys dissect my videos and try to figure out like where a place is, and then go there. And unfortunately, some of you people got taken advantage of. Some more than some by certain places. And you know, through the years, it's just I realized I learned like, wow, you know, you people really try to take advantage of my kindness of walking around, and I had to learn like not to give too much information when I don't know these people, I don't know them. And you know, it's one thing if like people say, oh Chris, I've been going, oh they're awesome, they treat you people great, and I'll go back and people are like, oh thank you so much. I'm like, cool man, like very, that's cool. But to then hear from people like, yeah, I went to that shop, I got ripped off, and then multiple people tell me, and I'm just like, what the F, you know, like, and then I'm like, all right. So then the funniest thing is people will, those same people will still try to like befriend me when I'm walking around the markets, and I'm like, I just cold shoulder them like, get out of here. Like, you made so much money off of me, get out of here. And you rip people off, like, still. So I've learned a lot. I've learned about who not to trust. People try to befriend you because you're a YouTuber and you do stuff. People try to befriend you. Nah. You learn a lot. You learn a lot who the bad actors are in a place, especially when you come here. And guys, listen, I walk around and people say, oh, Chris. They start yelling like, hey, Chris, right? And I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, what's going on? I'll stop by. I'll say hi, you know. There are people here that they're like just, not them, not those people that say that hi to me, but like, you know, people try to befriend you because they try to milk off of you, like what you do. Like you do the market stuff and they want to attach themselves to you in some fashion. And, you know, sometimes you're nice to people and they take advantage of it. And then people tell you, like, people warn you in the markets, like, yo, stay away from that guy. Stay away from that guy. What's the deal with that guy? Seriously, people will warn you. And I'm like, no, they're pretty nice, you know, whatever. And then you find out they were 100% right. So, like I said, I always tell people, nobody's your friend, man. Ain't nobody your friend. The difference between me and everybody else, though, is I am still in these streets. So, what can I say? I do my thing. I do my thing. I make sure to try to put you guys all up on game. This way you guys don't have to deal with the BS, the nonsense. You know, like, Chris already showed all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, guys, that's it. This is the tram right here. You get on this tram going this way. So that tram going this way. And that'll take you back to the Grand Bazaar, Sultan Ahmet, take you all the way down to the Galata Bridge, around to the Galata Port. So if you're staying over that, any of those ways, you just take the tram and you get off at one of those. If you're coming from there, you just get off at Findik Zadi right here. And the market's right here. That's it. It's that simple. It's that easy. And I believe, I don't remember how early it opens. I want to say it opens like, safe bet is 9. But I think it closes at 6. The Wednesday market is the same. So, but the Wednesday market, if you're here on a Wednesday and a Friday and you have a possibility to do one street market, do the Wednesday one. I did a video there, I believe, with my wife one of the times, right? I think in February we did it. My wife and I went to that one. I would do that one. If I had to pick one, and you know when you need to do one, you don't need to do both. Just do one. The Wednesday at the Fatih Mosque, okay? And if from the Fatih Mosque, if you're staying in Times Square, the New Yorker means busting out Times Square. If you live in Tassim Square or you're staying in Tassim Square, you can take the subway down from Taksim, and then get off and you just walk like 10 minutes to the mosque. If you're staying in Sultan Ahmet or by the Grand Bazaar, you just get on the tram. You take the tram to the university stop, which is 1 or 2 stops? One stop from the bazaar. And then you walk up the street, you walk up and there's a subway. And you get on the subway, I'm sorry, you walk up and then just go to the left and then walk from there. And if you said anywhere around here, in my new guide, I'm gonna have like info of like Tassim Square to the Grand Bazaar and how you can basically reverse it yourself, how to use the different methods. But as long as you get to the tram line, you can get around places. It's very simple. The issue with the tram line is, guys, is that when you're over in Taksim Square or Galata area, the tram line, you have to walk down to the tram line. So that means you're gonna have to walk up massive hills to get back if you take the tram. That's like the one negative. Otherwise, you kind of have to go out of your way and get to the subway. Because at the subway, you can get at the Shoshani subway station, which puts you on Istanbul Street, or the Taskim subway station, which puts you up in Taskim Square. So there's ways to get around. If you're staying in Shishli, or if you want to go to the Zorlu luxury mall, you can ride the subway all the way there. It gets out at the mall, and then you got to walk like 10 minutes. But anyway, if you ever been to Dubai, it's the same deal. They have a subway stop for, or a tram stop for the mall, but then it's like an 8 to 10 minute walk once you get off the thing. It's crazy. But guys, that's it for now. I don't know what I'll be doing later. Maybe I'll stream again because it's only 3:30. Wait, hold on. We have a little glitch here. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know if I was in the bazaar yesterday. So tomorrow I'm going to stream from the bazaar for 100% sure. Tomorrow I'm definitely streaming from inside the bazaar. And I'm going to start a little earlier because it's Saturday. So this way we're not running into the time crunch of them closing. Because I would like to spend a little more time in the bazaar walking around. But I try during the week, I usually have to start later because of the time situation for everybody. But the bazaar closes at 7, and if you noticed yesterday, people start closing at 6. So it's kind of rough trying to get this in for you guys. So anyway, that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out to everyone. Let me just wave this so I know when to stop. I have a delay on here for like 30 seconds.